What's up, guys? DLE Kamell here, and I am gonna tell you what I am thinking about the new box. So the new box Chaotic Soldiers came out the other day, and I streamed the first tournament, and Rai streamed a couple after that. So I feel like I'm starting to get a feel for where these decks are going to land and where some of the support is going to help other decks. This is just at a glance, of course. I really hope that some of these decks do become more than meets the eye, and we'll be keeping track of them if any of them do really see meta potential. So let's talk about some of the main takeaways of this box, and what better place to start than the cover card. I feel like not many people are talking about it. Black Luster Soldier, Super Soldier, and this support is extremely underwhelming. I feel like I do not think that this card or the new Black Luster cards or whatever really add anything to the deck. I think that they really want you to play this in a Gaia and Black Luster Soldier deck, really leaning into the fact the usefulness of you playing Chaos, the Chaos Field spell and stuff. And what I have to say about that is I think a Gaia Black Luster deck is going to be very, very bricky. You know, as it is, Gaia really doesn't do much if you're unable to draw all of your engine pieces. And then getting Black Luster Soldier running as well, you need a ritual to bring this out. If you want to bring out a different Black Luster, you're going to need ritual materials and such. So I don't see that working comfortably in Duel Links right now. So I am not too confident about that. Thunder and Dragon is nice support, is nice rank 8 support. Mainly going to be used with Blue Eyes, but I've seen some people experimenting with Heretics. That's all on that, really. Dark Arm Dragon, nothing I can say about this. I have not seen it played whatsoever. The Archfiend Black Skull Dragon. Now, some people have been saying that this will see use with the Joey skill that allows you to add Summon Skull. Because you need one level 6 Archfiend monster to summon this card, and it cannot be summoned via Red Eyes Fusion, something to note. But yeah, I think that is it on that, dude. Like, I don't know, I don't think that's the Red Eyes support that we're looking for. And Necros, I'll go ahead and talk about Necros as a whole, since it is a big topic, and man, Necros is so very bare bones in Duel Links right now. The only thing that was really added with the new support in this box was Necros of Brionic and the Sharit Necros Strategist. Strategist being able to be used for the entire cost of a Necros ritual summon, and then you can add a Necros ritual to your hand once it's tributed. And the Necros of Brionic has its big effect is you can target with 2 cards face up on the field that were special summoned from the extra deck and shuffle them into the deck. Now, every other Necros card in this box is a reprint, and that is a massive problem. I think I'm going to make a different video talking about how reprints are toxic, but yeah, essentially all of the old Necros cards, I'm clicking on every card that's not a Necros reprint. Oh, actually, a lot of these guys, yes, down here, these guys got reprinted. There are 4 rare ritual monsters. They all got reprinted. That's a lot, dude. Rares, I wouldn't think that they would get reprinted, but here they are in the reprints. And they did not add much to this deck. Necros of Brionic, while it does have a powerful ignition effect, it totally lacks, you know, interruption during your opponent's turn, active interruption that you can, you know, widely use. You can only shuffle back special summon monsters from the extra deck. So if you're going up against any deck that doesn't summon from the extra deck, or another ritual deck, you know, Thunder Dragons on some occasions, whatever, you're not going to be able to use the effect. And this card, even though it is very easy to bring out with the new Necros support, it's not the best turn 1, and in most situations it is not even the best card that you want to bring out. So if you're not utilizing this, what really are you making use of the new Necros cards? Like, this is not enough, and you know, it's really disappointing that, you know, they didn't give us some of the other better Necros ritual monsters to summon. Some people were saying Necros of Colossalos is a ritual spell search, so we needed that, and some of the other guys as well. I'm kind of disappointed in Necros, but I have seen some success in top 32 playing a water deck variant of it. So I hope that through some optimization we can see some things like that succeed. The new Sylvan support is not that great. Honestly, this card is a new 3-of in the Sylvan deck, apparently, because it does allow you to excavate more efficiently, and then you can change its level. But I think one of the main problems with Sylvans now is that with the more support we get and like the wider variety of Sylvan cards you play, I think it really takes away from what made Sylvans powerful in the beginning, which was the fact that you would basically always have the chance of having access to your power effects from your excavations like Marshall and Komoshrumo. And this new version of Sylvans that kind of focuses around synchro summoning and changing your plant levels and stuff, I don't really like it. I don't think it's as consistent. I think when a deck kind of defaults to synchro summoning like level 7s, like accessing the level 7 or level 6 toolbox, I think it can get very weak. If all this deck does is change levels for plants to make level 6 and 7s, it's like, why are you playing this deck, dude? So I am not too excited about the Sylvan support. Rescue Hamster's a pendulum card, no one cares. Book of Moon. Of course, you know, whatever you feel about this box, you feel like you have to go in for Book of Moon. And I do think that if you're someone who is not interested in playing any of the new archetypes, you should definitely just stick to resetting on Book of Moon. More about that later. This pendulum card is bad. And again, selection box reprints. And the next support that I'll talk about is the Gishki support, since I do believe that this is looking to be one of the better things that comes from this box. This Gishki monster, Gishki Xyle Gigas, can be summoned very easily with any Gishki ritual spell, and there are actually many Gishki monsters that are summoned via that can be used as the entire ritual cost of monsters. Now, this Gishki is a deck that is spread across many boxes. It is not in one place by any means. Gishki Chain was on its own. Gishki Shadow, again, and Gishki Abyss, these are all SRs from boxes. I will really quickly look at the card catalog. I don't know why I didn't do that. But essentially, this deck is pretty consistent. Discarding Gishki Shadow lets you search any Gishki spell or trap, and then you can use any of your Gishkis for the entire cost of a ritual summon, which is very, very nice. So let's check really quickly. Where are some of these Gishkis from? Gishki Abyss is from Shark Fang. Gishki, what's this guy? Gishki Vision is from Shark Fang. And what about Gishki Shadow? He is from Judgment Force. So there you go. Those are the different boxes you're going to have to play if you want your piece of the Gishki train. It is looking very nice. The Boss Monsters effect, while powerful, it doesn't always go off. You have to draw a card, reveal it, and if it's a Gishki, you get to shuffle a card in the field into the deck, so it does benefit you to play more Gishki monsters in the main deck, although you don't have to. This deck is looking like it is going to be good, at least rogue status. It does benefit very well off of a card, off of a skill like Master of Rites, and yeah, so I have to say this deck is looking pretty good. Yeah, so this is the new ritual monster Prediction Princess Terratray, or Terratray. Let me know how you think it is pronounced. It's a level 9 ritual monster that can only be summoned using its specific ritual spell, and basically it has the effect to either target a face down monster and flip it up, or target a face up monster and flip it down. Activatable during either player's turn, and once per turn during your end phase, you can special summon one flip monster from your hand or graveyard in face down defense position. And its ritual spell is over here, and its prediction ritual, so you must tribute monsters whose total levels equal 9 or more during your main phase, except the turn it was sent to the field or the graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard to add a Prediction Princess monster from your deck to your hand. So this deck actually avoids the use of the regular Prediction Princess effect monsters, and it actually uses Spirit of the Fall Wind as one of its main 3-ofs. If this card is normal summon, you can add one flip monster from your deck to your hand, and the reason it does that is because this deck runs Deus Ex Crawler as your main flip monster that you're getting the effect of your Prediction Princess Terratray. Remember, you summon a flip monster from your hand or graveyard to the field at the end phase, And because of Spirit of the Fall Wind, you add a flip monster from your deck to your hand, and then you use that monster immediately for the summon cost of your Prediction Princess, and that monster is Deus Ex Crawler, because once it is flipped face up, all your opponent's monster effects are negated, and that is absolutely insane. It also has another less used effect. This guy is in Duel Links, so let me pull him up. It also has another like less activated effect, but the interaction when this effect goes off is absolutely insane. When it is targeted for an effect while it is face down, you negate the effect and destroy the card. So let me read that exactly just so I get that right. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets this face down monster, quick effect, you can change this card to face up defense position, negate the activation, and destroy that card. So yeah, this card is very, very reactive, and it does a lot. You get a lot of value from your ritual summon. You get the boss monster out, and then you get this out for free on top of it. And then after this card was flipped face up while it's in the monster zone, negate all monster effects activated on your opponent's field. So boom, dude, that is absolutely insane. And yeah, it's just a consistent chain of very powerful effects. And this deck too did top a tournament since it was released. So look out for Prediction Princess, man. I believe Prediction Princess and Gishki are looking to be the two best decks from this box. Now, of course, people are going to ask about Ignites, and I'm sure you saw Ra's video about Ignites. But Ignites are completely butchered as an archetype as they are in Duel Links right now. They are possibly the worst archetype in Duel Links, I think, at least. Like, you cannot even play them correctly. You're only able to summon one monster from the extra deck when you pendulum summon, and all these guys do is pop each other, send themselves to the extra deck so you can search more. And dude, that's not good enough, dude. Losing 2 cards so you can get 1 that's just bad. So, you know, if you're gonna be playing these guys in anything, you're gonna need something else and have these guys only you know, be feature as an engine. You know, a lot of people have suggested Alistair and Invoked. You know, I think that's gonna be the only place for an archetype like this, because as the way pendulum summoning works in the game right now, this deck has no chance of surviving. It's super hard to even pendulum summon 2 monsters at once because you're constantly throwing resources away to the extra deck. So yeah. So what do I think about Chaotic Soldiers in as a whole? I do think it was a missed opportunity for several archetypes. The Necros support is definitely a missed opportunity. You know, we needed more Necros ritual monsters, more stuff to alter the way that we play the deck. You know, I feel like they just wanted to reintroduce this archetype into the game and maybe sprinkle some cards out later, but you know, this is not an archetype that is going to get anime skill support, anime stuff, you know. So, you know, and it's not a pendulum deck, so what support is it gonna see within the rest of the year? Did they just throw these garbage cards in a ritual box and just call it a garbage ritual box? Because I can't see if BLS or Necros, the two main, what I feel are the two main pulls of this box, being ritual archetypes, I don't feel like either of them are really going to go on to be anything for the rest of the year. It's kind of just a full stop. A lot of these other guys too, they're just boss monsters. They're kind of just like tech boss monsters. And yeah, this is really an odds and ends main box upon a closer glance. And it really sucks when we get one main boxes like this, because I don't really feel like they move the game forward at all. But they do contain cards like Book of Moons, so new players feel very incentivized to go into them. So if you really want Book of Moon, you're gonna go in for it, because it does really make a big difference on the decks that you play. Honestly, they're better if you have Book of Moon. But other than that, I would just keep it to that, because anything else, you're really getting scammed. None of this stuff is really going to be super impactful, especially if you don't own the previous support for decks like Necros and Gishki. Yeah, I think Prediction Princess is going to be the only archetype that's really worth you going into this box for. If you do go in for Book of Moon, you'll get Prediction Princess, so there you go. Alright guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I am rather disappointed. You know, I was hoping for a new meta, but it looks like we're going to have to honestly wait until January, until the next main box, because KC Cup is coming up. We're going to have to wait for that KC Cup ban list and the January main box, because this one was definitely not a banger. So I'll see you guys later. Peace out.